Honorable Member, Board of Trustees of Uttara University, Convener of Celebration of International HR Day, together with FBHRO, leading HR professionals from different companies, respected professors, faculty members, industry experts, and my students. Today I am a little bit moved because I have been in this profession for last 45 years, probably more than somebody's age. And during my early life there was no HR Day, no International HR Day. It started just from 2016. And I was a active part when I was the director of the World Federation of the People Management Association. So I'm glad that today is 100 countries are celebrating the day. And I'm very gratefully recognize the courage of Uttara University, who decided to celebrate the day here among the more than 100 universities in Bangladesh. So, congratulations, Uttara University and the students. And I'm grateful for remembering me and inviting me here. I was teaching in this university for the last 15 years before. Also here in 2 years. But because of the long distance, I decided not to come. I live in 𝓔𝓻𝓽, it's too far. It's not possible, but I can come for occasional, but on a regular basis it is very difficult. In Bangladesh, there is no recognized HR. We do not have any HR ministry like other countries. We do not have real professional certifications like other countries. It's a shame, but we are working, we are trying. Hopefully one day we will be able to come up with the certification process. I am going to make a proposal actually on the coming Friday. We have another program of proposal for budget from HR lens. And the Honorable Minister, State Minister of Planning, he will be as a chief guest. So we are trying. My presentation was initially planned for long, but with their request I made it 25 minutes. So I will try to manage this time. The theme of International HR Day is empower people to lead change. And this is a strange word in Bangladesh. There is no empowerment of people. Culturally it is not there. And change is also not very much present. The government is functioning with the 260 years old structure. So you can imagine how behind we are. So you see the evolution of HR. It started in late 19th, and then it raised in 2000, and then reached to strategic HR. So this is the evolution of the profession in the world, not in Bangladesh. And now it should be data-driven and human-centric HR. We are far behind. We are still, Naushad bhai, you mentioned personnel management. In many cases, we just change the name to HR, but function remain almost personnel management. In my view, personnel management is hiring, firing, transferring, disciplining. So human touch is not there. So that's why we have a call here. HR decision should be based on data. Organization survived because of human. When I was studied 30 years back in Canada in University of 𝓔𝐁𝐿, my professor started the very first class that all resources minus human resources equal to 0 resources. So we have to think whether we are considering human resources the best resource in the organization. An organization will never ever operate even without human resources. Although AI is vibrantly coming. So let's see history of international HR. As I mentioned, it was created in 2016 and I was actively part of it when I was director of the World Federation of People Management Association. And then it was official from 2018 and first celebration was 2019 and then COVID has taken a lot of time and this is the year 100 countries approximately are celebrating the day. So this is rising and this is the example. The house is full. Thank you guys for coming here. So the theme was empower people to lead change. What does it mean to you? Mean focus on employee capability and ownership. The Almighty has given the enormous capacity to the people. We have to just shape it, reshape it, and use it, and empower them. And ownership, it is the reciprocal things. If I feel from the behavior and action of my management that I am part of management, I am part of the organization, then definitely I will own it. It's not one-way traffic, it is the two-way traffic. And then, in any organization, HR should drive the transformation of the change. Dave Ulrich, the professor of Michigan State University, who is considered the academic father of HR, he said that HR is the change agent. Whatever change in the organization will take place, HR should drive this on behalf of management, on behalf of the owner. So this is our responsibilities according to the academic and functional responsibilities. And our job to build resilient and agile workforce. Unfortunately, in Bangladesh, in every organization, we have more people than a requirement. Because of many reasons. One is the tall structure. When you have 22 structure, 22 layer, you have to put people in every layer, so it becomes very expensive. So whatever profit you made, your expense is so high. I will give you an example. Look at any government bank. There's 18, 19 different layers. Even the private bank is 13, 14 layers. Who made the largest business last year? It is Standard Chartered Bank, who does not have branches in every cities and every places, whereas Sonali Bank has branches in every opposite, even some union. They made a profit according to the Daily Star of 3,500 crore taka, net profit after tax last year. You can go Daily Star and you will get it. I give you the reference. And they have 6 layers. So this is a wake-up call for us. When more people will bring more productivity, according to my research, more people will bring more problems and more conflicts in the organization. So we have to design and redesign and restructure the organization with the right number of the people. The trend in the world is downsizing. because of the emerging and rising of the technology. So we have to build our workforce accordingly. One person should complete the one job. In Bangladesh, if you see, a manager is assisted by few managers, and that manager is assisting another senior manager. Let's forget this. One job, manager is one job, manager should do everything. So why themes mattered for us? Because of the rapid technological disruption. I call it as a disruption. In Bangladesh, it is disruption. Many people, they're so scared about their job security, about the changing of the comfort zone. So it is a disruption, so we have to take care of it. Can we avoid it? No. We have no right, it's a global pressure to avoid the technological disruption. Changing workforce expectation. During our life, our expectation, I will retire and get some money and build a house. And now I have to have a car and a very fancy apartment within 5 years of my job. Whoever can meet this expectation will hire me, otherwise I am not going to join. Who are saying this? Most talented people. This is the expectation. And there are people who will never ask you for promotion, never ask you for anything, and these people are full in the organization, but they are rubbish. And then organizations must move or fall behind. We are in a very competitive environment. If we do not integrate the international best practices, we have to disappear. There are many examples of organizations disappeared. And how we have to need for continuous learning and adaptability. Many of our employees, they think that I have a master's from Uttara University or whatever university, so I have everything. Sorry, this will last only 3 years according to research. If you want to be vibrant, you have to continuously go for learning program. And United Nations has given a learning ratio that 70% of your learning are on the job by you, self-directed. 20% of your learning from your co-worker, not from your boss, co-worker, যাদের সাথে আপনারা কাজ করেন. So 90%. And only 10% from your supervisor, formal learning and classroom training learning. So we have to have a shift. In Bangladesh, we understand training means bed arrangement, formal, and lot of food. That is the concept. Forget it. 70% is your responsibility day to day and self-directed. That's the reason the theme mattered to us. Now see, according to the latest survey, 70% of the skill required today will be changed by the year 2030. The skills you need for doing the job today will no more valid after 2030. 59% of the global workforce may need reskilling or upskilling by 2030. Because the skills requirement, when I joined back in 45 years back, basically they wanted a body. I need a man, not even women. I need a man And if he has legs, hands and head, that's enough. That was the requirement. And now it is totally changed. 60% of the full-time employees are expected to work in hybrid. COVID has taught us that hybrid also work. If you go and see students, a website called Remote Job, you will get more than lakhs jobs available in the whole world and you can do it from home. Possible. Many women, they are no more going to the workplace to work. They are working in the hybrid model, remote model, sitting at home. And 7 in 10, so 70% again, business leaders said that a primary competitive strategy is also obsolete in 3 years' time. So long-term plan is also not possible because of the rapid changes occurring in the world. So International HR Day covering this, that you have to have a change. So in support of this, I am sharing this research funding. Let's see AI. There are a lot of discussion on AI, and you see about 89% CEOs who runs the organization, they feel AI can add values. It can redefine the values. 87% CEO, they think that AI will help you to upskilling. So, HR should implement this, not 100%, at least 92% AI adaptability in the organization. In last November, in last November, I delivered a keynote presentation in Sheraton Hotel, our federation organized, and the president of the Society for Human Resource Management from USA, he delivered the keynote presentation, Mr. 𝓔𝔁𝓹𝓮𝓻𝓽. During my presentation, I mentioned that there is a very common question, will AI take our job? Answer is yes. But if you do not upgrade your skills and competency, AI will take your job. If you are doing the routine jobs, we don't need a human for routine jobs. AI will take up all the routine and repetitive jobs from the market. And during my presentation, I have clearly spelled out in future what AI will be doing and what human will be doing. Very clear-cut demarcation I have shown. So if you continue to do the job which AI are supposed to do, then your job will not be there. So AI should be used like your servant. You have the idea, you have the brain, you have the creativity, you have the innovation, you have the adaptability AI does not have. So let's not fight with AI. So let's see Bangladesh. 84% workforce are informal. No formal appointment letter. 2 crore employees in the transport sector, no appointment letter. Is it right? Another 2 crore employee in the shops and establishments, they do not have the appointment letter. They do not have the new work hour. This is the each time, their work hour is 18 to 20 hours. So informal. We are fortunate, we have an appointment letter. We have a terms and condition. But many, they do not have any appointment letter, no terms and condition, nothing. Work condition is so worse, 18 hours on the standing position. And that's the reason said there is no HR practice in Bangladesh. 42% employees are adapted in the HRIS, but only 18% data we use during the decision of related to the human resource management. So we have a serious shortage of the skills. If you go to any Middle East country, you will find we have taken the responsibility of cleaning the Middle East. All bathroom, all floors and roads we clean. Why? Because we do not have skills. We went there with no skills. Despite we have a Bangladesh Skill Development Authority created in 2018, I don't see any meaningful contribution of this authority. At least I did not get any invitation from them, whereas I am leading the HR profession in Bangladesh. So this is just for placement of some more BCS officers. So HR shifting data-driven and strategic growth. We have to shift and rapid growth of outsource and global HR models. As I mentioned that I teach in universities, many. I have covered all the university from North, South, IBA, Uttara and FBHRO, and still I am teaching. You all know the HR planning. We should make an HR plan at the beginning at least. When you do the plan, please break down your plan into 3 ways. What are the jobs you should outsource? It's not only security guard and cleaning services, also HR. I don't see any reason keeping the payroll with HR. You can outsource, keeping the benefits with HR and a lot of other things. So first job, what are the jobs you don't need to do, you will outsource it. Second, what are the jobs you don't need to do, AI will be doing this. And the third, what are the jobs, outsource company cannot do this, AI cannot do this, you need a very talented people for the organization and you have a plan for them. So if you follow this, you will be able to reduce about 30 to 40% of your current workforce. And according to the finance, saving of 1 taka is the net profit for the company. Earning is 1 taka is not always a net profit. Sometimes if it is Sonali Bank, it is a loss event. Because of huge operating cost. So, what will be the implication? First implication, we have to shift from administrative type of HR to data-driven HR. It is a call for all HR professionals. Second, you have to have a limited formal HR practice with compliance and how the access to structured HR system. This side is very weak for us. So we have to take care of this. And HR should focus on reskilling, talent pipeline, creating talent pipeline for future. Succession planning is a big problem. And we often say that we do not have a capable people. People will never join with full capability. You have to develop the people's capability. And then workforce planning in 3-dimensional workforce planning. And of course, never ever forget women. Since I teach in the university for last 32 years, in almost all my classes, women are top. Faculty members, if you are here, you can support me. Even in this university, the women were top. Because of our male chauvinist system, we put them aside. Let's not do this. And then HR should fully understand the business acumen and digital capability. That's very important. If I don't know the business, how can I support the business? So challenge in empowerment, why organizations are not empowering? Because of resistance of the change. John Maxwell is the change guru. He has come up very recently with the data that average in organization, 82% of the employees resist for any legitimate change. Legitimate change, which is necessary, but 82% people resist. And as HR, as a change agent, we have to break this. And then lack of leadership alignment. In most cases, leaders are not sponsoring, leaders are not alignment, so HR is not able to do this. And we have a significant skills gap. 52% of the certificate graduates, certificates are PhD, are unemployed in Bangladesh. Reason? Skill gaps. University fails to give them the skills. One of the reasons, the industry academia collaboration is not there. Our honorable member of the board said this is the situation in everywhere. But I have seen in my university, when we entered to the majors, all industry experts were teaching us. No academics. Academic will give the framework, theory, and practitioner will come give the market practice. I don't see here in Bangladesh. Second thing, in my university in Calgary, no internship was signed by any academic. It was fully delegated to the industry expert, and they will supervise. After 6 months, they will decide whether pass or fail. And this way, research shows 42% of the jobs across the world are being placement through the internship. And the turnover is very, very low, because I have seen someone for 3 months to 6 months, and when I made the decision, then chances of wrong decision is less. And organizational rigidity, many are no policy te nai baba eta hobe na. I very vibrantly tell all of you, other than constitution of the country, organizational policy is the guideline for managers. If you have a logic, you have to be able to change. It is not a Quran, not a Bible. If you have a logic, if you have the dynamics, you change it with proper justifications. It's possible. So, what is change management? Change is also a chance for you. That's why I was hesitant whether I will put G or C. দেখছেন কি আমার জি এবং সি এর মধ্যে একটা ধাক্কাধাক্কি আছে আমার। I consider change is an opportunity and chance. Many people, they fear about change. So how to make the change? You have to plan the change, design the change, implement the change, and you have to sustain it. You have to sustain it. Many change process fail because of the regime change. এটা শুধু সরকারের কথা আমি বলছি না, অর্গানাইজেশন সিও চেঞ্জ আরে আগের জন বুঝে নাকি কিছু, আমি শুনলাম সবচেয়ে বুঝদার লোক এখন আসছি। তো এই ধরনের কাণ্ডজ্ঞানহীন কাজের জন্য অর্গানাইজেশন আর চেঞ্জ প্রসেস সামনে যায় না। সো 40% of the HR professionals, তারা ফিল করে the current HR practice in Bangladesh is not as effective as it could be. Today we are organizing this with the joint collaboration with the FBHRO. FBHRO is the umbrella organization. We have 22 different HR associations and societies are the member. We work together. Organization is the member, no individual membership here. So budget for them, please. And leadership, leader actually is a person. Leadership is a process. How many of you heard about the name of Nick Vujicic, who is the number one motivational speakers in the world? He has no arms, no legs, and it does not matter. So leaders can emerge from everywhere. So that concept should be there, and let's build future-ready organization together. My organization is performing very well, but whether it is fit for future, we have to take care of it now. So thank you very much. I hope I followed the time schedule. Thank you very much for giving me the opportunity, and thank you very much.